All right, Mark. So excited to have you on here and tell us a little bit about your experience training with W Dojo in the Black Belt Business Elite program.
Well, I mentioned this to you the last time we spoke. I've been in the martial arts business for going on 30 years right now. So I've been able to see a great deal in the industry. And what I've seen over the years is some great things, but they're often repeated and repackaged. It seems that no matter where I've gone, that's been the experience. And with you, one of the things that I noticed initially was that things were fresh, and they were new and different. Um, I was told years ago that people who are successful don't have to be told what to do, just reminded. Well, I've been reminded quite a bit over the years. And I'm at a point right now where I want things that are fresh. And that's what W Dojo offers is different ways to do things that I haven't seen done before. And it's
Mm.
something that I really appreciated.
So, what is it that you saw exactly or noticed that you felt like was different or fresh that made you decide to come on board?
Well, primarily the focus on the Triangle Codex and how to approach getting into schools. That's been a struggle for all of us in the industry for years on how to properly get into schools and how to do it in such a way that they really can't say no.
Mm.
And that's been very difficult because schools generally push us away for various reasons. But based on what I've seen and what I've tried, results have spoke for themselves.
So, what made you feel like organic marketing? Because that's really like Triangle Codex is kind of like the name brand for it, right? But the idea, more than anything, is doing organic marketing to recruit new
Right.
students in your school. So, why do you feel like
Yeah.
that was so important for your school after being open for so many years?
I'm always looking for ways to do things different. Always. I don't fall into the trap of I'm doing one thing and that's enough. I am I'm a big believer in you have to, throw your eggs into several baskets. And any school owner should actually have that mindset. But not all of them do, from what I've seen, or they get comfortable doing one thing and they fall back on that. And I know that organic marketing's, number one, it's generally free. Okay. And I know how important it is anyway. And again, I just like things that are different and new and fresh. And that's what I've learned from you.
Okay, that's great. And then the other thing I want to know is like, okay, so you started to implement the Triangle Codex. What exactly did we implement for you that you felt like was actually effective?
Well, I haven't hit the school systems quite yet, but getting into the preschools, I just really liked how it was laid out, A, B, and C. And I really enjoyed my time going to the different preschools because I've been to preschools here in town, but not in that capacity. And the way it was presented and the way I was able to get in, it was just a no-brainer. It was so easy to do.
Mm. So why do you feel like doing the programs in the daycares or preschools is actually effective? Like, what do we actually do you think that makes it effective that converts into actual enrollments?
Um, like I mentioned before, it's how it is done, specifically laid out piece by piece by piece. In the past, on other programs I've done, I've gotten vagueness on how things are done. It wasn't necessarily detailed like you are. You're very detail oriented. Nothing's vague. It's all there, A, B, and C. Not, well, it's
Mm.
kind of like this or it's sort of like this. It's this, this, and this. And that's something that works very well for me. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's great. And I think always for me too, if I join anything and people just tell me like idea or general
Right.
strategy, it's nice, but like I like more concrete, right? And I
Yes.
think I,
Yes.
and I
Yeah.
think
I've
for most business
experienced,
owners,
yeah,
yeah.
I've experienced so much over the years. Well, we do it like this. It may work for you, it may not. Well, yeah, but if you implement it correctly and do it the way that they had did it, apparently it should technically work, but we were never given specific in-depth details in the past.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I know that you haven't really started schools yet. And for those that are listening, It's the middle of July, and we started towards the end of the school year, so we haven't really. And I know that you will know what to do and know exactly how to do it, and have all the resources to make it happen with the school year as it comes around over the next
Yes, absolutely.
6 to 8 weeks.
Hmm.
But how does it feel as a business owner or martial arts school owner to know that at any moment you can go out and recruit new students and bring them in the door and not just wait for people to visit your website or respond to a Facebook ad or something?
Well, of course, that feels fantastic. It's good to be armed with something that you can consistently use and not have to worry about brainstorming. Well, what can I do this month, or what can I do this month? Because I mean, we all go through that, right? But when it comes to marketing, I think those types of things should be in place permanently, and that's the only way you're going to really grow your school.
Hmm, very cool. And the other thing I want to know is like, let's say there's someone listening who's on the fence. They're thinking about booking a discovery call with me or someone on the team to find out if the Triangle Codex or organic marketing is good for their team. Like, what would you say to that person who's kind of on the fence about it?
First of all, I will tell them I 100% get it. Okay, because if they too have been through a lot of the things that I have seen over the years, it's going to be a challenge to really um, I don't want to use the word trust, but it kind of is to trust somebody else because you've trusted many
Yeah.
people over the years, and maybe you've gotten some good things, but have you gotten anything that's been really good for your school's growth, or did it just come and you listened to a few things and then it kind of fell by the wayside? So,
Yeah.
number one, I'd say I get it, but then I would also say trust this process from somebody who's been around the block and seen quite a bit over the years and who is quite skeptical on a lot of things because of that reason. Do it. You won't regret it.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And I feel the same way. Like when anyone comes on board, if they're too gung ho right away without asking any questions, I'm like, shouldn't you be a little skeptical? Like,
Yes.
right? Like, especially with anyone on the internet, right? Like, you don't know who
Right.
people are, what their background is. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's important to find someone who's actually done the stuff that they're talking about before, right?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
so I think, yeah, there should be a healthy amount of skepticism in the beginning. I
Yes.
think that's
Yes.
that's what makes you a good business owner, right?
And I'm not afraid to say this because I've said I've been around a long time. There are a lot of people that claim that they know what they're doing, but they really don't because they haven't had the experience and the growth, the success. They just pull from various places and compile their answers. No, so I like how you have actually lived it and experienced it and received real results.
Cool. Thank you so much, Mark. I'm excited to hear how it goes with school programs as you dive into that over the next couple of months, and appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, sir.